right, hey guys. So I was going to do the video yesterday, and then I got busy. Had a bunch of stuff to do, didn't get around to it. So I'm doing it late. It's actually uh, 13 minutes to 1 in the morning. Uh, Late Thursday night, technically, or Wednesday night, technically Thursday morning. So yeah, it's about quarter to 1. But I mean, the puppies actually just had, today was their first day on mush. Uh, the first time is pretty funny. Sometimes they'll fall face first into it, and uh, you don't want to make it too watery the first time because they could aspirate if they nose dive into it and then they inhale and it goes into their nose or it goes into their lungs. But these ones actually were pretty good. Four of them, it's like they would. It was like as soon as I put them down, four of them just started eating it like it was nothing. Like it's like, oh yeah, there it is, and they just started eating it. There was not even any adjustment. I'm like, wow, that doesn't always happen. Usually they step in it, they sniff it, they get it in their face, their eyes, and everything. But yeah, the four of them just started eating it right away, and then two of them weren't really sure what to do, so I just took a little bit, opened their mouth, put it on their tongue, and by the time they swallowed it, that's kind of, you saw the light come on, and they realized, oh okay, and then they started eating it. So today was their first day on mush. Uh, I took a small 30-40 second video. I'll upload that video, or you know what? I'll just put that video after this one. So when I'm done yapping, you'll see their first time on mush. And the reason I'm doing that is obviously total strangers out there don't really care to see the first time that these particular puppies eat mush. But the reason we're doing this channel and the reason we're making these videos isn't really just so a bunch of people out there that can see these videos. This is for the people that end up purchasing these puppies. So that you'll have a library of videos you can go back on with each given litter. So let's just say you purchased Milkshake, right? This one right here. This is Milkshake. So say you were to purchase Milkshake, you would be able to go back and see, you know, she was a week old, when she was 2 weeks old, 3, you know, and so forth. But you'll also be able to go back and see the little 30-40 second video of the first time she ate mush. And what mush is, for people that don't know, it's you take the puppy food that they're going to be on, and you grind it up in like a NutriBullet, a Ninja, whatever. You just grind it up to a powder, and you mix it 3 parts of the kibble that's ground up into a powder with 1 part baby oats, and then 1 part pure pumpkin, and that's the base, right? So you take that and then you add water to that. So you'll have, if you make a batch, for example, you put 3 cups of ground kibble into a powder, 1 cup of baby oats, 1 cup of pure pumpkin, and then you add water and you mix it to you get to the density that you want. And then that's a batch that goes in a bowl and stays covered and goes in your fridge. And every time it's time to feed them, you take a portion out of that bowl, add a little bit of water to soften it up. Then you add 2 tablespoons of baby formula, like puppy formula, and 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. And then you mix it all together. And then you warm it like in the microwave, just so it's warm, not hot, just warm, just like you would do with the baby. And then you give that to them. But we don't add the baby formula or the puppy formula and the Greek yogurt into the base. That base is in a large bowl, sits in the fridge, and it's just the pumpkin puree, the baby oats, and the ground up kibble. And then we add the puppy formula and the yogurt for each feeding, you know. I'll explain that. I'll actually upload a video for, and again, the videos for people that say you bought a puppy off us, you want to see what they ate when they were babies, aside from mom's milk, you get to see that, right? It's the whole point of, you know, we're trying to be more active on YouTube, and you have enough faith in us that we're taking good care of your babies before they go to your home. So I want to return that favor by showing you what we do with the babies. So sadly, they're not too active right now. They just finished eating because they're still eating off their mother as well, even though they're having their puppy mush. They're still eating from mommy as well. And just when I was getting ready to set up, Betty jumped in, and then they all had like a little feeding off mommy. So in a little bit, hopefully I'll just nudge them. They'll wake up a bit, and you'll see them. They're more playful now. Once they hit 4 weeks, they really start doing more, acting more like dogs, like puppies, because from birth up until like 2.5 weeks, they basically sleep and then they nurse off their mom. So the most you see is they're either sleeping or they're like on their mom and they're moving their hands as they're nursing, and that's it. But now you get to see them, they'll grab at each other, they play fight. The other day, I'm gonna forget, I know it was Stuart and I can't remember the other one, but they like squared off and then one tackled into, I don't remember which one it was now, but tackled Stuart. It was so funny. But yeah, there's 6 right here, and 3 of them are still available. The ones that are currently available, well, the only ones that are available now are Pistachio, Milkshake, and Domino. So this you can't really see it well, but this is Domino, Milkshake, and Pistachio. So let me just take a sip. My mouth gets dry. So I don't know how the audio is here because I've got 2 cameras set up. I have the old laptop camera, which I'm on, and then I've got the more expensive, better camera on the puppies. I don't really think you need to see me in high def. You definitely don't want that. And after my treatment, I'm missing teeth and everything right now. So figured the puppies are the show. So I've got, but my point is I don't know which one is picking up the audio. So I'm not sure if the audio is being recorded from the laptop built-in webcam, or if it's the microphone that I have down with the puppies, which is on the better camera. It's probably a better microphone, but I'd rather be using the laptop microphone right now because the one that's down here, like down here, is farther away from me, and I think that's the mic that we're using right now. I'm not sure, but hopefully they. What I could do is I'm just going to stop the video because I don't want to actually wake them up, but I'm up all night with them anyways. So I'm going to stop the video when they're awake and they're starting to play or like move around a little bit or at least wake enough that I can pick them up and hold them up to the camera. I'll just hit record again, and then I'll put the video I'm doing right now and then the video later on that I film when they're more awake. I'll smack those 2 together as one video, and then I'll add that little 30-40 second clip of them eating the puppy mush. Then I'll do a separate video for anyone interested in the actual puppy mush, like what we put in it. But I mean, it's definitely not a popular channel. I think my last video has like 7 views, but if it's just 7 potential people that are taking these puppies home, then that's really what it's for anyways. So I'm not worried about that. Oh, it looks like Mushu's waking up. Anybody wondering why we call him Mushu? This one right here is when he was a week old, 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. In the other videos, I was referring to him as Rocky Road because that was his temporary nickname. But now we know what his name's going to be like moving forward, and it's Mushu. So that's why you'll hear me refer to him as Mushu. But yet in the other videos, I was calling him. One second. In the other videos, I was calling him Rocky Road. gonna have to maybe put my phone on do not disturb from now on. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to get perfect videos. I say unedited because it is pretty well unedited, but the only editing I'll really do is if I want to put things together, right? So say I have a video of them playing, and then I have a video of them eating puppy mush, and then there's a video of me talking about them or the progress they've made. I'll take those videos and I'll put them together to make one video. But I'm not editing, whereas I don't care about background noises, if a dog barks, stuff like that. Because, I mean, this is just about the puppies. So yeah, I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to start filming again when they're a little bit more active so you can actually see them. But aside from that, their progress is great. This particular litter seems to be a little bit ahead of a lot of litters we've had. Not a single one really struggled right from birth up until today. So far, touch wood, there's been no issue with any puppy in this litter. They've been very healthy, very good. None got constipated. They all ate good when they were born. They latched on good. They all gained weight good. None of them had any dips in their weight. Eyes opened on time, so to speak, all that stuff. They're responding to sound at the time that they were supposed to. Everything's really good with this litter. And I couldn't believe today, 4 of them just started eating the puppy mush like they had already done it before. It was their first time. It was crazy. Okay, I'm going to press stop, and then I'll hit record again when you can actually see the puppies and not just see them sleeping, like lying there like that. That way you can, see them moving around a bit. I will be back to the YouTube magic in like seconds. All right, Mommy just jumped in. It's been maybe, I don't know, half an hour since I pressed stop. And they were sleeping. There was no point recording. They were like dead to the world. But, don't let them go behind you. 1 second. Not behind you, because then you'll squash them. There you go. Okay. So they were basically sleeping, dead to the world, and they're not really hungry right now. Like, they're actually pretty stuffed. But either way, Mommy just jumped in, so they're gonna start eating, even though they're pretty full. All their bellies are pretty hard right now. They literally just finished eating minutes before I started filming that first part of the video. So, all right, so when they're done eating, we might be able to catch them play fighting a little bit. And then this is kind of what I was waiting for. I figured, well, it might take hours, but literally, Betty just jumped in. Hey, you wake? What do you want? She's mad at me. I had a piece of raisin bread after I hit the stop button, and usually I share a little bit with her, but I can't share that with her, raisins and whatnot. So she's all mad. I'm sorry, I didn't give you nothing. Oh, no. I definitely don't follow the rule that we're supposed to with our dogs. Like, I do share my food with them. Obviously not the puppies, but I try not to overdo it. Like, we still feed them, good dog food, healthy dog food. All the dog treats we buy are the all natural ones. So, because a lot of the dog treats are it's just like us, right? Watching a movie and you have a bag of chips or cheesies, that's not good for you, but you have it as a treat, right? Well, when it comes to dog treats, same thing. If you look at it, they're actually horrifically bad for your animals. So the dog treats that we buy, we try to get them like dehydrated sweet potato duck wraps. It's basically pieces of sweet potato cut like in strips with dehydrated duck wrapped around it, stuff like that. So we do try to get them all their healthy treats and whatnot. But I guess their junk food is when we're eating human food and we give them like half of the meatball or a piece of this, or obviously not food that has onions and stuff like that in it. But I do give them a little bit of treats from what I'm eating. And I know we're not supposed to, but I do. It's actually a funny story. The vet that I used to work for in Ontario, him and his wife, they had bought these two German Shepherds from the same litter, a male and a female. So they were brother and sister, right? And the husband had the male as his dog, and then his wife had the female dog as her dog. So they're siblings from the same litter. And the husband, I remember he had a Jeep, and everywhere he went after work, that dog was always with him. And a lot of times outside of work, somebody was a smaller little city, I would see him at a drive-thru. He would go to the drive-thru and get himself a burger and get a burger for his dog too, stuff like that, right? In the staff room, he'd be sharing his lunch with his dog and whatnot. But his wife, Louise, she was very strict with her dog, and she used to always argue with him and not argue with him, but she would like debate him about it, because she only gave like the best, most top tier, expensive dog food to her dog, and her dog had nothing else, like just that, nothing else, right? So basically, her dog had the optimum intake and zero junk food. And when I ended up moving, when I got older and I was moving to a different province, around the time that I was leaving, I think it was about 6 months before I left, her dog had passed away. Her dog had actually had some medical issues, and I mean, obviously, both of them were vets, so I mean, anything that those dogs needed, they would get, right? But sometimes it just, all the science and all that, sometimes you just can't do nothing, right? But her dog, I don't want to give you wrong information, but there was something about her dog that it seemed to always have issues. And I remember as the years went on, there was certain problems that the dog was having. And I'm not blaming it on the dog food, but there was just wasn't as healthy as her brother. But it was about 6 months, I think, roughly, before I had left. Her dog had passed away. And her dog was young. The dog was like 6 or 7 years old. I don't remember exactly. It's been too many years. But for a German Shepherd, I mean, that's not old. So the dog passed away, and when I had left, he still had his dog, who was completely fine and healthy. So she followed the rules, like to the letter, so to speak, whereas he didn't. He colored outside the lines and let his dog have treats and whatnot. And it just shows how it goes. I mean, his dog ended up living way longer than his sibling, which would be his wife's dog. And then my baby Winston, who I recently lost, and I didn't lose him to old age, and I didn't lose him to a disease. I lost him due to a tragedy. But same thing. He was a little bit chunky, he was a little bit overweight. He did eat very healthy food. I gave him fresh cut up in small pieces. He also had the items for senior dogs. He had all the good dog food, and he had the healthy dog treats. But every time, if I had food like human food, I would always give him a little treat each time, right? Of course, there's certain things you can't give them, but I mean, he would have been 16 on May the 5th, and I lost him on Valentine's Day. He's actually our logo. So if you look at our logo, a lot of people don't realize that it's, here's another picture. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just hold it here. This is one of I've got different phone cases, and my phone cases have a picture of him on it. But this is him. I don't know if that shows. And he's also our logo. So a lot of people don't realize that they might think we just have a logo made online or something, right? But our logo, River City Pugs, used to just be a cartoon little vector image thing that I made when we first started a long time ago. But then it morphed into Winston. So now Winston's face is actually, it wasn't just a Google image. It wasn't just some logo that we paid for some guy online to design. It was actually Winston's face that we used for our logo, River City Pugs. Okay. Oh, let's see. Do you guys want to be a little bit active for the camera, or am I asking too much right now because it's too late? Hey? I'll try to at least show the ones that are available. I think Betty's leaving them anyways, so they might play around a little bit. This is Domino. Domino has probably 90% of his body is white, and then he's got some black patches from his mid shoulders and down in his tail. He has a large black patch just below his right shoulder, and then his little face, Domino. I don't know if you can see. It's okay, Betty. I'm just showing Domino the camera. There's his little face. He has one eye has white fur all around it, and the other one has a little bit of black. It looks like his eyes might stay blue. We're still not 100%. Oh, in case you didn't see the other videos, the reason I say that is puppies' eyes are pretty well always blue, right? They open at around day 10 or 11, and their eyes are blue. But then by the time they're like 3-4 weeks old, they darken. The only reason I keep saying with these ones, oh, this one might stay blue, is because their dad has blue eyes. I'll show you a picture of their father. Okay, so that's the mother, as you can see, Betty. And then the father is just a little bit below the mom, closer to our logo. And he has blue eyes. So the reason I say, oh, this one's eyes might stay blue, is because Daddy has blue eyes. But most times they're blue at first, and then they never stay blue. But Domino, his eyes aren't just a little bit blue. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it's a very, you can't know. It's a very bright blue. Oh, I just gotta, one second. We just had a little Puppies, so I want to pick that up before they step in it 1 minute. So it looks like they're play fighting a little bit. I'll try to get the camera on them 1 minute. A little bit better. Okay, I won't be able to see what I'm doing because I'm opening up the interface for the other camera just so I could try to get the puppies more centered here. There we go. So now, Well, let me just. Oh, I can't zoom out. It's already zoomed out all the way because I've got the camera so close. It's down inside on the side of the pool. If you look, there's these bars that go around, and I have one of the cameras attached to the bars, so it's pretty close. So I can't zoom out anymore, but okay. So, you can see them pretty good here, at least. Oh. Waffles just actually, no, she found the camera. She's right below it, and she was grabbing at the little tripod of the camera. It's not going to last. Very soon I'm going to have to count. I'll have to have it a little bit higher because they're definitely going to. Basically, the tripod, it has little rubber legs here, and they're gonna. Yeah, she already found it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's she's trying to grab at it. Okay, Waffles. You know what? I'm just gonna pick it up actually for now. If I could, I think it's stuck in there. Oh yeah, I've got it wedged in pretty good. 1 second. There we go. I got it. So I'll take the camera. By taking it out, hopefully they'll start to play now, because they were actually trying to get to the little base of the camera. Now that's Domino's already asleep, and he's like growling or barking in his sleep. I had to let Betty and Dixie out. Okay, so yeah, I'll try to do this. Here's Mushu and Waffles playing, and the black and white one in the background, that's Milkshake. Milkshake's a female. She's still available. Female Panda Pug. Oh, yeah. They definitely, for some reason, don't like the camera, and they come after it. There's Domino. Domino is a male. He's available. He's a koi. Oh, and Milkshake's on top of him. And then right there is Pistachio. Pistachio is a female. And she's a merle. So you have Pistachio, female, Milkshake. Sorry about the shoddy camera work here. Milkshake, female. And Domino, male. So he's the only male left. The other two males are gone. And the fact that he's the last male left doesn't mean he's not important. It's just how it happens. Sometimes you could be the first to go, sometimes you're the last to go. It's just how it happens. There's Stuart back here, sniffing the blanket like a little creep. No, that's not a nipple. We're not doing that. That bark you hear is Winston's bark. I made his bark my notification on my phone. So every time I get an email, a text message, it's I get to hear Winston saying hello to me. Winston's bark is my notification on my phone. It's right after I lost him, I did that, so I get to hear him say hello every time. deep breathing. I think she fell asleep with her eyes open. They do that sometimes. They'll, once they're breathing deep and kind of doing like a little barking in their sleep, but her eyes are open. And she's like running in her sleep. Oh no, not a nipple. No, 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 no. Yeah, you get to see them play fighting a little bit here. That's good. This is why it's so important to keep their nails short, because they could easily scratch each other's eyes. They're constantly pawing at each other's face. No, 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 don't do that. And play fighting. Oh boy. A little bit of growling. That's Stuart, Pistachio, and Domino there. No, that's sad. Milkshake is asleep, and then now she just got attacked. Two of them just came running up to her. Oh, that's nice. Domino just peed on the blanket, but we're not using the puppy pads yet. We're just keeping just blanket everywhere, and then we just change. We have a whole bunch of these puppy blankets, and we just change them out. Look at milkshake. Domino. Oh, and there's Pistachio. You can't really see her well right now. Oh, she's jumping up at it. When I'm trying to go close to her, she jumps up at it. Oh, now she's... And they just don't... There's no respecting people's space, right? One could be sleeping and the other one will just jump right on her. It's just adorable. Domino and Stuart play fighting. I can't remember if I... Oh, good. I thought I didn't have the window open for the where I was recording, and I thought I had left it on the picture of the mom and dad. I was gonna say, oh my god, if I did that, and you didn't see the puppies play fighting or nothing. So it looks like Stuart and Domino are still playing a little bit. Mushu and Waffles, they're done. They're already sleeping. Milkshake, she's done. She's sleeping. Oh, and Pistachio, she's playing. So you got Stuart, Domino, and Pistachio. They're playing. And I can't zoom out because I'm already. Let me see. I'm already zoomed out as far as I could be. But I'm also holding the camera right above them. Not a nipple. No. Domino, that's too many times that's happening. It's like you're lying on your back deliberately. Let's not be doing that. I'm looking at the monitor so I can see the view, because it's actually opposite. When I'm trying to get them in the shot and I move the camera in my hand to the right, it actually moves to the left on the picture. Like I think the axis or something for it, it's set up different. It's weird. That's why if I try to zoom in or you see me go that way by accident, that's why. So I'm looking at the monitor on my laptop now, so I could. Let me just. Yeah, I can take me right off so it goes full screen. Mushu sleeping. Mushu and Waffles trying to sleep, and Pistachio sneaking up on Waffles, bite her in the bum, bite her. Can you imagine that? You're trying to sleep, and then someone just starts biting your leg, or chewing on your foot. You know, we're gonna have to change this blanket again. One of them just made a mess there. Stuart, Milkshake, and Domino over here. And there's Pistachio into the fray. Just so you can see what they're doing. Like it's more like they call it mouth games, but they're grabbing at each other, right? They're not trying to hurt each other. They grab at each other's ears. They kind of grab at each other's face, and then a lot of times they'll take their little hand and it's like a slapping motion. They'll paw at each other. It's just the beginning phases of play fighting. But they could hurt each other by accident if their nails aren't cut. They have to keep their nails really short during I'd say from 4 to 8 weeks, because that's during the time that they're with each other, right? And they're constantly pawing at each other. But they're walking good. No, he was sleeping. What are you guys doing? You gonna snuggle with him, or are you gonna try to wake him up? No, don't do that. Yeah, they're so adorable. Sometimes they're so lively and they're so playful. It's almost comical how like it was Stewart and another one that it reminded me of a scene out of The Lion King when the lions were like fighting at each other, and they collided in midair because they literally charged into each other. I think that was earlier today. I can't remember now, but I didn't get it on camera, but it was so funny. Pistachio just tried to take down Domino. Oh, smacked her in the face. Oh, she growled. She didn't like that. Nope. No. Oh, she's trying to take him down. Yeah. Oh, see this little growl? I don't know if you could. Oh. Oh. No, she gave up. I don't know if you could hear that, but she was like. All right, I gotta go bring Dixie and Betty in. So I'm just gonna put this down. Or here, I'm just gonna sit it right here. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. So that's it. Oh my god, this tripod just sticks. So Mushu sleeping. He's out. Waffles sleeping. And then you got the little munchkins over here. Pistachio, Domino, Milkshake, and Stuart all play fighting. And oh boy. Oh, look who woke up. Waffles. She doesn't look too happy. She looks mad. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this here. Oh no, she's grabbing at the base of the little tripod. I'll forget you. Want to come see your babes? You come see your babies? Hey, how you doing, sweetie? And we're also holding them and playing with them lots. So I think because she sees me, I'm like right above them. That's why she's crying for me to pick her up. Pistachio. As soon as I get too close, yeah. This. Oh. It's okay. As soon as I get too close, she jumps up. They're not even hungry right now. As soon as I get too close, she jumps up and tries to grab at either the little tripod or my hand or something. So the little camera just fell off and just lightly bumped her, but instantly she started crying. There we go. So there's. I'm just trying to. Betty's like, "What are you doing? Why are you putting a camera in here?" I usually take this off every time she jumps in with the babies, but they're a bit older now, and she doesn't stay in long enough. She used to lie down with them. She would snuggle with them and stay with them. So definitely any call or anything like that, we would always take off the mums. But now she just jumps in for a few minutes, and literally they eat for like 2-3 minutes. Sometimes they're still eating and she'll want to jump out, right? But we don't really force her now to stay in and feed them longer because they are eating puppy mush. But if they weren't eating puppy mush, then for sure, it's like you'd have to get the mom to stay in longer. But she basically just jumps in and they'll eat for a few minutes. And then sometimes she'll jump out while they're still eating. Obviously, when they're 2 weeks old, you can't allow that. You have to let mummy stay or make mummy stay, I should say, until all the babies are full. But now they're also eating a pretty good mixture of our puppy mush. So mummy can start replenishing her nutrients because obviously mummies lose nutrients when they're feeding all their babies. And it helps, she just dries up slowly. It reduces the chance of mastitis if they just eat a couple of minutes and then she jumps out. Then if they're completely eating till they're full now, and then all of a sudden at 6 weeks they're not eating off her anymore, then her milk production will be like still kicked in high, and then all of a sudden it goes from high milk production to them not eating at all off of her, and that increases her chance of mastitis. So it's better for mom, once they're on mush, just to feed them for a couple minutes every now and then. And she also jumps in to check on them and clean them. There's Waffles being checked on by Mummy. And Domino just stepping right on top of Waffles, like.
Oh boy.
I'm probably going to see, like, probably at around probably about 4 o'clock in about 2 hours. I'm going to see if they want some more puppy mush anyways. I'm supposed to wait till 6 or 7, but if I'm up, I just takes a few minutes to mix them together and see if they want a little bit more. Spetty's not staying in as long now as she used to. Nor does she have to. It's okay, get her there. She's gone. Where did she go? Coming this way. Oh. I was trying to turn the camera to follow her because now she's sleeping down by my foot on the floor. But it only turns 3/4 of the way, and then when you try to go more, it spins back. This is the new camera that I got, so I'm still getting used to it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, let me see. Let me just try to get this set up here. There we go. Dropped it again. It's just a little tiny thing. Okay, 1 second. All right, bear with me. Here we go. Try to get that. There we go. All right, well, they're probably not gonna do anything different or spectacular. Like, I guess because I'm here and I can see them, when they start playing with each other, maybe on the screen it doesn't translate as well, because I'm trying to move the camera out. I'm trying to get all the but when you're just sitting above them and you're watching them all play, I could watch them for hours. Sometimes they're just adorable, but then sometimes it's like this. They're just slightly tapping at each other or playing a little bit, and then sometimes they'll play a bit more. Oh, little smack. Yeah, Waffles just smacked Pistachio. Oh, geez. But that's basically the level they're at now. So this video is basically just to say, hey, here they are at 4 weeks, and they're all playing and interacting well. They're eating good, so gaining weight good, eating good, developing well, and in 2 weeks they go for their first vaccinations. They'll get that at 6 weeks, and that'll be their second deworming and first vaccinations in 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from Tuesday, so 12 days from now, 2 weeks from 2 days ago, if that makes sense. So in 12 days, they'll be getting their vaccinations. First set, you need their first set, and then at 12 weeks, you get their second set. And then after that, you get the third set, and then after that, it's a yearly booster. But a lot of people don't do the boosters anymore. You can Google that or YouTube it. It's a whole different wormhole you can go down. But apparently, some people are now finding proof. There's even certain vets that are saying that it could possibly shorten the lifespan of your dog. You still need to get those the parvovirus and all those vaccines. So you still want them to get their first vaccines. But either way, that's between you and your vet. I shouldn't even touch on that topic. But our puppies, while they're with us, they get their first set of vaccinations. If they stay long enough, many times we'll get them their second set. We've never had to do a third set because they're usually in their new home by then. And yeah, and then after the third set, it's usually rabies and then the yearly booster. You need to be up to date, otherwise you can't cross the border. So that's where they get you. But personally, for me, I believe in the first vaccinations, and then I don't do the boosters anymore. I've just learned too much about it, and I don't do it anymore. All right, I think I'm going to end it in a minute or two. They're winding down, so I'm probably going to move it over to the red light where I can still see them, but they'll be able to sleep without having a spotlight above their head. Yeah, they're definitely ready to sleep now. So it's just a quick little close-up with them before I end the stream, not the stream, the recording. There's Mushu, Domino, and Stuart, and Waffles. Milkshake. And Domino, Stuart, and Milkshake. And then over there, I don't know if you can see that, is Waffles and Pistachio snuggling up. But they're definitely, I would say, ready for their little night. They're probably going to sleep for probably a solid 2 hours, 2.5 hours. They're probably going to sleep till about 4:30 in the morning, and then they'll be wanting to eat. So I think it's time to get the little red light on them. Okay, I will say goodnight, or I guess whenever you watch this, I will say goodbye. You guys have a good night. This is just a quick video. This is the very first time they've had puppy mush at 4 weeks. I'm going to upload a video showing what's in their puppy mush for all of you that might be curious. But they're going right into it. I'm surprised. A lot of times they fall face first into it. They're not sure what they're supposed to do with it. But 3 or 4 of them, started eating right away.
4 of them started eating right away.
Yeah, 4 started right away.
Stuart's walking in it.
Stuart's walking in a little bit, but we're feeding it to them in this. This is a smaller pool because I figure they're gonna make a huge mess, and then when they're done eating, we're gonna put them back in here, which is their little sleeping area. I just don't want to feed them in there because they're probably gonna make a huge mess. But yeah, this is their first day on puppy mush, and then I'll be uploading a video about the puppy mush, what's in it, and then I just wanted to get this on video for anyone who ends up buying one of these little babies. You'll be able to see a video of the first time they had sorry, little bit puppy mush. All right.